grab a club.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at the Grizzlies. Right now, they've compiled the third-best record in the conference. And, of course, Minnesota, down 5 spots from them.
And, guys, when you look at Memphis, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, the forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. Wells is out there with Morant. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And a wide open look for Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
As accurate as they come from deep, Desmond Bane extra lethal from that short corner.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Randle, following the miss by Ja Morant. Randle passes to Edwards. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Morant against DiVincenzo. Morant kicks to Bane. Off target from three-point range.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Edey, defended by Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Memphis shooting their first free throw this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Konchar's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Michael Conley, he's checked in for McDaniels. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, an assistant there to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Bain. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Morant. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Randall outside. To the paint. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Morant. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Randall outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
Morant passes to Bain. Jackson down low. Randall on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity, and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. And so Jackson nails both of them. And the defense of the Timberwolves, Stan, as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Now here's Jackson. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And McDaniels with the block.
Well, a swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground.
Here's Conley, still without a basket. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Conley, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson against McDaniel. Conchar can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Ingles with the screen for McDaniel. Back to Conley. Pass to Reid. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pocket 4. Picked by Reid. The shot by McDaniels. No good. Memphis leading by 3. Over in the corner, Conchar. Now, here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here is Conley. 9 points last game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Reid. Lets it go with the 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Reid's got his first 3 points of the game. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Jackson. Shoots over McDaniel. And Jackson gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Well, from that 13, 15-foot range, Jackson is automatic. You can't give him those.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Wells is checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for John Conchar. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Joe Ingles. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. They can look forward. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Wells. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Clark kicks to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Pippen. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of John Morant, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
It's Edwards on the wing. Last game he had 28 points. Shot on the wing. Aldama with the rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Conley left side. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morant against Conley. Trying to end the drought. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Morant.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Back to DiVincenzo. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Clark. And it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the San Antonio Spurs. Morant kicks to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around, and the shot goes down. Bane's got 5 points so far.
Well, if you overplay Bane on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Here's Edwards. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Wells passes to Morant. Payton for 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, defenses should always expect this from Bane. He's a skilled distance shooter.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks, and without further ado, now's a great time to check in with other games currently in progress. The Chicago Bulls trailing the Clippers out in Los Angeles. Second half of play, still anybody's game.
Both teams playing hard. Love the intensity.
All signs are it's going down to the wire.
And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. The forwards for him. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
A free throw drops for Gobert. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson kicks to Morant. Morant with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Randall. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Pass to Morant. Here's Edey, defended by Gobert. Now Bane. To the middle. Here's Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 14 points for John Morant.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Morant. Averaging 21 points per game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Randall from outside. They get it again.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Wells passes to Jackson. Payne for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Good on the short little jump shot. Randall's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length The guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time. Showing some muscle on that finish. Jackson Jr. doesn't get thrown off balance easily.
That's a 2 from Randall. And the rejection by Jackson. Fires from the line. Pass to Edey. Goes back up. Over Gobert. Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Edwards against Morant. To the left side wing. Well, off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Morant outside. Poke loose. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. And here's Randall, guarded by Bane. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Wells. No scoring in this one. Here's Edey. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. DiVincenzo against Jackson. 6 to shoot. Latrey. They get it back. Gobert, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Conley out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Garza in at the center. And here's Pippen. Eight feet away, and it's good off the back rim and in. Pippen's got his first bucket in this one.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like, in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Wells passes to Aldama. Pippen outside. To the inside. Clark lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Clark's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Conley feeling it out. Reed with a screen on Pippen. Here's Conley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Even now, Stan, in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
Minnesota making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Clark. And it's Clark with the finish.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Edwards is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. On defense, the Grizzlies. Alexander Walker finds Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Memphis trailing here. Now, here's Pippen. Outside, Payne. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Payne. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
And the free throw, no good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And that one misses. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Randall has doubled. Here's McDaniels. Off target with his 3.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
And rejection by McDaniels. And Jackson gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Bane with the steal. Now here's Wells. Edwards defending. Pass to Bane. Five to shoot. Can't cash in from close range.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempts.
Pass to Wells. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. DiVincenzo with it. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Traps in the tray. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a point.
Bane against McDaniel. The drive by Bane.
Such a hard worker. Bane was ready for any physicality that came his way.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
Shoot 2.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Yeah, Bane's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
And Bane drops them both.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Randall against Jackson. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. For 3, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Morant against DiVincenzo. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Well, you gotta love that Rudy Gobert was ready in a key moment.
.55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies defense.
51 seconds left in the game. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. Jackson misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
His third personal foul. 13.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Edwards dishes to Randall. They double him with Bain. Back to Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
And so here's Memphis. They trail by 7. Now here's Morant for 3.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony.